The following show is scheduled for no falls.
Good one.
Welcome to the Sports Drive here on the Arena Sports Network on September 2nd, 2016. Boys, we're already in September, man. Holy moly. We got playoff races coming up soon. We got the first week of football next Thursday.
Football!
It's going to get crazy here on the Sports Drive. If this is your first time tuning into our fine program, we're live every Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays here on Arena Sports Network. I'll keep you guys posted, updated in the next couple weeks because Google Hangouts is changing into YouTube Live. So I hope we can still be here live on YouTube, but hopefully this YouTube Live thing is not so complicated where I can't even do the show on YouTube anymore. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. If we have to go to a different platform, we'll have to do that. But either way, we're going to do the show for you because you guys support what we do here on the Sports Drive. We thank you for that.
Yeah, through PBS.
Plus, also, we want to thank our following on Twitter now. We're finally reached over 100 followers on Twitter, so thank you guys there. Follow us on Twitter at @DSports_Drive. We have two things to ask for you guys today because this is a loaded show today.
What?
I apologize for not having a show yesterday, but we're here to finish this week off with a bang. In the words of Diamond Dallas Page, bang!
What?
There you go. But two things we're going to ask you guys. Where this is on the YouTube chat room, which you can interact with us, by the way. You can do it on there. Or send this to us. Send your list for top 5 all-time NFL rivalries and top 5 current quarterbacks. That's what we're going to do today. We'd love to hear for your guys' list, and you can give it to us, and we'll read it on there. That's what we're going to do today after the Gene Honda introductions and, of course, our opening rants today, which should be pretty interesting, to say the least. Oh, yeah. Public service announcement. This is a not politically correct sports talk show, so if you have your head up your ass today, please don't watch this show. If you can't, if you take life so seriously that you have no sense of humor, don't watch this show.
Yeah, really.
Don't we feel bad for the children who want to listen because they want to hear sports talk too?
No, they should be in school. What are you on? They should be in school right now.
Yeah, exactly what the big one said.
Yeah.
Anyways,
What do you educate? What do they expect us to be the educators of children?
Yeah,
really.
Like sports too, so they gotta listen to great sports talk.
All right. There's some vulgar language off this program, but we don't do it overboard or do it in a negative or personal way towards each other. It's for comedy purposes, so this wants to say that as well. And also be cautious of a young man in Bumblefuck Pacific Northwest that throws pillows around during the bath shower.
That guy really irks me.
Yeah, he does too, dude.
It is time once again for the Gene Honda introductions. Here we go. I'm pretty sure the leader of the late crew will be here eventually. He usually shows up there in these introductions, but here we go. Introducing first from Blue Bumblebee, Kentucky. We got a young man who is the sole proprietor of Kentucky Fried Chicken. He wrote the commercial with him, with Miz and Dolph Ziggler as Colonel Sanders and the chicken. And
That's so funny.
This young man is not a bowling master. This young man is Jim Cornette's Uber driver. Here he is, the brownie master, Andrew Browning.
What's going on, guys? It's going to be a good show today. That Dolph Ziggler and Miz thing was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Hey, where's my discount at, bro?
I don't know yet. I guess I'll have to
Where's
see
my
it in the mail.
biscuits at? Damn it. All right. Introducing next, and certainly not least, we got a young man who hails from Blue Bumblebee, Indiana. Oh, boy. Here we go.
I do love corn.
Yeah, this young man loves corn. He'll be
On the cob.
You'll be hanging out with yours truly tomorrow at Ratchety Field.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first time in 8 years since the Glory Hump has been to the north side, at least for Wrigley Field. So this is going to be pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah, you.
Anyways, you can follow this young man at Twitter at Big Win Frank. He is the right-hand man to Donald Trump. He'll be wiping the tears away from him and Melania Trump on November.
He's hot.
When him and Hillary don't win this election. I'm rendering this election, by the way, obsolete. Okay, that's when I'm doing it. Delete.
Vote me.
Right in the Big Win, by the way.
Yeah, wrestling every Friday night. Extreme Wrestling, televised live.
He's 35 years old, and he does speak like a good politician. It can happen.
Domestic policy or foreign policy. Why do I want to vote for him?
Dude, you know why? Because I cut
Sean, we can't even trust you with your politics because you watch CNN all day.
Right now, there's stuff going on talking about Trump and stuff.
Anyways, this young man is the Robert Shapiro of the Sports Drive. Here he is, the Big Win himself, Frank Sprankle.
A vote for the Big Win is a vote for cutting all foreign aid.
Oh my God.
No, really, I would cut. You know what? People, look, if you were the president of the United States and you were sworn in, what is the first thing you would do? No question about it, 100% definite. I would cut foreign aid. I cut all foreign aid and put that money into our country to solve all problems.
Oh my gosh, he's screwing up the country already with his
I'm
idea.
screwed up. No, I'm actually making the country better because you know what? We're not helping. Right,
You got to learn to work with Democrats and Republicans there. Come on now.
Yeah, I will. Trust me, I wouldn't be a Democrat or Republican. I'd be an independent.
Trust me, it's gonna be huge.
How about a libertarian? Frank could be a Green Party.
You know what? You know what? I'll tell you this: if Trump weren't running, I'd be supporting Gary Johnson right now.
This
isn't a political show. Even though November 8th will be right around the corner in a few months. When
and a vote for me. And one other thing before we move on to that other guy. A vote for me is a vote for Ultimate Entertainment on Friday night, live from the White House. It's Extreme Wrestling.
I just love how you say it has to be on Friday nights, though.
Here's what I say for the whole thing, Frank. Here's my pillow, and I'll just sleep through the entire thing. It's a waste.
What?
Take your whats and stuff it.
Hashtag vote for Frank.
Yeah, think about it.
No, let's do this. Hashtag vote for the Big Win.
Yeah, think about it.
That he's not doing very much. He'll get impeached and removed from office.
Think about it. Think about it. In the White House on Friday night, there will be thumbtacks and barbed wire.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! This guy doesn't know a thing about the government. Come on, how can he?
We're gonna have a guy coming down the ring with a cigarette in his mouth and hit people with a cane
in the White House.
Oh no!
Oh, and by the way, the White House there's no holds barred throughout the White House. Anywhere in the White House goes.
There you go. You put it in the chat room. Good stuff. All right. Last introduction, certainly not least, we got a young man who hails from Blue Bumblebee, Idaho.
Yeah.
He is the content producer for CNN and Wolf Blitzer.
He's got his Patriot jacket on.
This young man has the largest amount of Boston sports apparel known to man.
Yeah!
He is. Yeah! He's in the set of Fever Pitch 2 where he doesn't score the girl at the end and the Red Sox don't win the championship. That's the script for Fever Pitch 2, by the way. You really get a fever during the pitch. This young man is the valet parker for the Walmart Strip Club on the weekends. You can follow him on Twitter at SeanManASN, the Walmart boy, the personal pizza loving self, the Walmart boy, Sean Man.
Gary.
That is so rainbow flaggish.
Everybody to the Sports Drive, and you know what, Frank? First off, good morning to you. If you want to continue to keep doing those ads, why don't you go hook up with Manning and maybe you'll get paid some money. And Browning,
by the way, those comments of the Big Win don't represent the Sports Drive or the Arena Sports Network.
You know what? By hitting out with Peyton Manning, I get all the Papa Johns I want.
Oh yeah, well, then we have to bill you out, take you to the hospital when you get sick. And Browning, I have to say to you that take your what and stuff it. I saw your score. I saw your scores for the bowling. And I was like, figures. He was using his bumpers. And Josh,
Yeah.
it was good
Stuff
yeah,
like.
you know what? September 20th, I go back to the bowling alley, and I'm going to dominate. I am poised for a big comeback this year with good scores and strikes and putting on a magical show. And
so you're telling me you're going to be the bowling master? So you're
I will
dominate.
always, you know what? I will always be the bowling master. I've had a couple gutter balls here and there, but I will always be the bowling master.
In the immortal words of the late great WWE Hall of Famer Gorilla Monsoon, will you stop?
I'm kidding. Good morning to Josh.
There you are, Sean. Sean, you're a pretty cool guy.
Welcome, everybody. It's actually a holiday weekend, too, for all you people traveling this holiday weekend to see family and friends. Drive careful and drive safe.
Labor Day.
Of course, I won't be going anywhere this weekend. I have to work this weekend. My folks are heading out, so I got the place to myself. Got work to do in a lot of colleges. I'm kicking butt in college. I'm doing really well in my course right now. For our show for today, of course, the intros are getting them out of the way. We got the opening rant. Oh, this ought to be good. I'm going to just bust Josh chops about an opinion on an all-time journalist. I cannot wait until I get into that.
I think it's serious.
I'm kidding. This is a great segment we've been doing for the NFL. With the season right around the corner, of course, we've got the top 5 NFL rivalries going on in the NFL.
All time.
Yeah, of all time. I've really thought of some good ones here. Might be. I don't want to be too biased, but it might happen a little bit. Top 5 NFL quarterbacks. That should be good. Who will snag the 2 wild card seeds in the American League and National League? That's a very, very good segment because we have 1 month left to go.
Don't forget that playing game, son.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
A lot at stake, especially with the fact that we're 1 month left to go, and a lot of things can happen with 4 or 5 weeks left to go. On this day in sports history, even though it's going back to baseball, I think going to early November effing sucks for the stupid, rotten baseball player.
All right, let's go on.
On this day in sports history, birthday shout-out, Skip Bayless Bash-Hour. That gets really interesting. Back to fiction. And lastly, the spoken word. And we're on the Google Hangouts. And of course, if you want to join us and listen in, go to the YouTube chat room or the YouTube. That's where we're at right now. Back to Josh Lopez, the host.
Bigwig, can you do the intro and then it'll go?
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, the following intro is scheduled for anything but one fall. Introducing a guy that will be hanging out with the Big Wig Frank Sprinkle on Saturday, watching a classic pitcher's duel. He is the Gluey Hump, Josh Lopez.
Hashtag Gluey Hump. You see that right there, ladies and gentlemen, on the screen? Hashtag Gluey Hump. It's right there.
Frank, when you bring in Josh, you sound like that guy from Good Morning Vietnam, but it's a different person.
I got a funny story about that. I used to produce Snowman in the Morning, and this is way before everything happened here with the sports drive and everything. Snowman would start off his shows with this, "Good morning, everybody." He would do that every show at the top of his lungs. If he was here, he would attest to that, and I would call him on it. But
of course, wherever you are, Robin,
your intros are great.
of course,
Hey, so are you going home?
deaths and stuff, but I gotta say this: wherever you are, Robin Williams, rest in peace. Everybody misses you. You really brought a spark and brought laughter and brought entertainment to us all. So we miss.
By the way, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize in advance for annoying ass birds in the background. So I want to get that out of the way. All right,
Group those birds. I'm kidding.
all right, let's go to the opening rant, shall we?
All right, I'm going first. I am going.
All right.
This
Go ahead.
is for Josh and everybody listening. How can you, of all people, diss Larry King? I grew up watching Larry King live. What's up with this?
I don't like his stupid, condescending voice. I hate his stupid suspenders he wears on every show.
Oh,
I don't like how condescending he was to the professional wrestling business for the last 30 years.
Yeah, but you don't want a wife like that.
oh, come on. Larry
Not like somebody that looks like my own granddaughter.
King goes back to the days when he was
That's like Hulk Hogan that married a girl that looks exactly like his daughter.
Yeah, like Brooke.
Come on.
Larry King goes back to the days when he was doing radio in Miami, and then he went to CNN and he did Larry King
Look, I'll
1984 or 85. I think it was 85 actually.
I'll say this. I have respect for Larry King for his longevity in this field. But at the same time, that doesn't mean I have to get on my knees and declare the guy the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Well, don't forget, everybody. If the Dodgers make the playoffs, you'll.
And I know why you're defending Larry King, because he was the king of CNN for almost 40 years.
I got CNN on right now.
Yeah, dude. Hey, Sean, you do need your own show on CNN. I would vouch for it. I'd watch.
Larry King. Give me a
Rob's
break.
reaction is priceless. He just puts his hand on his forehead.
Larry King's the reason why we got a bunch of annoying talking heads talking about politics 24/7. Understand that.
Oh, come on. This is the time of year that we're getting closer and closer to Election Day, and we know that we're getting right to the final stretch here.
And by the way, before anybody tries to go after me, I don't like Wolf Blitzer. I don't like Chris Matthews. I don't like what's his face.
Dude, Chris Matthews, that guy's on MSNBC, dude.
Rachel Maddows or Lou Dobbs or something like that.
Yeah, I don't like Anderson Cooper. I don't like what's his face. Who's the other douchebag?
There's a lot of them. I
What
don't know.
about Bill O'Reilly?
Yeah,
Oh, dude, that guy's rude.
I can't stand Bill
Yeah,
O'Reilly.
me neither. That guy interrupts his guest all the time.
Speaking
I don't like Nancy Grace. Who else I don't like?
You don't like them all. Just admit it.
Yes, exactly. I
Yeah,
don't.
just admit it. You don't like them all.
What were you gonna say, Sean?
Speaking of which, you talked about Anderson Cooper. He is actually going to be moderating one of the presidential debates that's coming up. Yeah.
Hey, the
Like,
Star Wars softball is more entertaining than Anderson Cooper.
Well, yeah, you got Anderson Cooper, and I think it's who is it? Lester Holt, I believe it is. Yeah,
Screw Lester Holt too.
NBC Lester Holt will be moderating, and then you got Anderson.
Hey,
Cooper.
Frank, you brought up a good point about Bill O'Reilly cutting off his guests all
He
the time.
does.
Hey, doesn't Larry King do that too?
No, not really.
Yes,
I
he
don't know.
did.
Not
Don't
his own
give me
show.
that.
Okay, everybody does it
I
occasionally.
got visual evidence of that happening.
Okay, but it happens occasionally. It doesn't happen all the time, dude.
Dude, the day OJ was found not guilty, he called in and Larry King cut him off every time he was about to speak. I got the video. I can find it right now.
And a debate will go for an hour and a half, and our first presidential debate is September 26th. So
I ain't watching that crap.
What do you
Screw
mean?
that.
It's a debate. We got 4 debates right here. We got one
We
October.
already had a gazillion debates before we even found out who's running for this crap.
Yeah, really.
It's a critical time for our country. We're getting to the final stretch, folks, with a few months
All
left
right,
to go.
here's my opening rant, okay?
Oh, no. Dang.
The national sports media, stop shoving the Green Bay Packers down my freaking throat. It's every year. You always hear 3 things from the national sports media when it comes to the NFL. 1, the Cowboys are going to be dominant and they're going to be in the NFC Championship game. Secondly, the New England Patriots will be in the Super Bowl. And 3, the Green Bay Packers are going to go crazy because Aaron Rodgers is going to have the best year out of every quarterback.
I'll give you 4. It's Colin
Okay.
Crapper. It's Colin Kaepernick now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really.
God.
I'll give you 4.
Please don't get me started on that, Nimrod. As I was saying, it's been 6 years, and again, every off season and every time before season starts, everybody's saying, "Oh, beware of the Packers! Oh my God, the Packers are going to be a powerhouse because Jordy Nelson's back." Yeah, they made the playoffs last year because of 2 Hail Marys with a team that was underachieving the entire football year.
Jeez.
And I love how everybody thinks all the Packers issues are cleared out because, Jordy Nelson's back. Oh my God, Jordy Nelson's back.
Oh my goodness, Jordy Nelson's back.
Jordy Nelson wasn't even the best receiver in that division. It was Calvin Johnson, and he retired now. My issue with this. Hold on, Sean, because I got more to this. My issue with this is the fact that. I know everybody say, "Oh, you're only saying this because you're a Bears fan." Yeah, I'm a Bears fan, but I'm also a football fan at the same time.
So am I. You're a realist, dude.
It's insulting my freaking intelligence every year to have to hear everybody say, "Oh, the Packers are going to be the powerhouse in the NFC." They haven't won shit in 6 years.
I have to say this, too.
They lost to Colin Kaepernick twice in the playoffs. They lost to Eli Manning at home. And they also got their ass kicked by the aging Arizona Cardinals.
And let's not forget, they choked against Seattle, which was unbelievable when they choked against them. I agree with what Josh is saying. You know, the Packers haven't done crap in 6 years, and I'm going to admit this too. Green Bay was flat out even lucky. They even went to the Super Bowl and won it in 2010. They should not have won the Super Bowl that year. The Packers sucked that year really, really bad. They did not deserve to win it, and they were lucky they got past the Bears in the NFC Championship game. I mean, they're just flat out lucky they got there. And you know what? Get ready for it, because I would not be surprised at all. But Packer players say, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers is the next Michael Jordan. He's the best." And I'm like,
blah.
It's 2 separate leagues.
Yeah, I got second part to this. And my last point on this Packers thing, until Aaron Rodgers can show me that he's in the Super Bowl again and show that he's an actual effective leader, I'm not taking the Packers seriously. You can throw me all your little lame excuses and, "Oh, he's a bad man. He's a bad man." Yeah, he's a bad man who loses to a one-hit wonder in Colin Kaepernick, a overrated Eli Manning, and an aging Carson Palmer. That's so great about the almighty Aaron Rodgers.
And then he loses to Russell Wilson up in one of the loudest stadiums, which is Seattle.
Yeah, great point, Sean. Hold up, Sean. The second part I was going to say, to Amin El Hassan from ESPN to rip Kevin Owens' son for celebrating his father's championship victory the other day by saying, "Oh, did the mom tell him that it's fake and it's scripted?" You're a freaking jackass, dude. Okay, I get you want to rip the business and say, "Oh, it's scripted, it's choreographed, it's whatever." But every time I ever hear somebody go on their high horse and their soapbox talking about how wrestling is fake and everything, go ask Darren Drozdov, who's a former NFL player who's freaking paralyzed right now. But wrestling's fake. And the worst part about it is you're going after a kid whose father just won a championship on TV. Yes, I get it. The outcomes are predetermined. But what's more important about that is that the company's putting stock and they're investing into the guy. That's what it means when they win titles there. Of course, it's not real. They don't even have win or loss records for these wrestlers. But to spit in the face of that business and also to go after a kid because his dad won a major accomplishment in the wrestling business, go screw yourself, bro.
Yeah, not to mention the injuries are real. I mean, people say professional wrestling is fake. Yes, it is. The outcome is scripted in terms of a storyline. But I'll tell you what, looking at Mick Foley just jump off the Hell in a Cell and then crash into the announce table, don't tell me that's fake, because you know what? That's real right there.
I have to say, though, you know, the media is just a sad, sad situation these days. I mean, they are really, really sad. They don't know what reporting is, and they don't know how to report at all. I mean, look at ESPN and how bad they are, that they hired these former NFL players who made big contributional roles, and then, boom, they have non-journalism skills.
Oh, ESPN sucks these days.
Yeah, it's not as big as it used to be, Frank. I mean, you and I, look at what we grew up with. You had Stuart Scott, Rich Eisen, Keith Olbermann, Dan
Patrick and Keith Olbermann, The Big Show. Yes,
Rich
I remember.
Eisen.
You know, and then NFL Prime Time with
Prime Time.
Oh, that was one of my favorite Sundays. But I don't even watch NFL Prime Time because there's no enthusiasm in it. They have Trey Wingo. And I said, this guy's
okay. He's all right. He's about
He's okay, but he's not. But Berman and Jackson were fun to watch every time they went through all the NFL highlights before we had the Sunday night game. And then Dallas Cowboys, I'm not surprised at all how biased the media is toward the Cowboys. Oh, yeah, till you show me that you've got some quarterback that can take over for Romo, go screw yourself on that one. Look, they don't have – I mean, Romo's out 6 to 10 weeks, and I figured
they're done.
Yeah, one hit would be gone. And you knew very well last year they started 2-0. The Cowboys did. You knew that when Romo was out, you could see Jerry Jones' face, that Jerry Jones knew that the Cowboys were in trouble right away. And the same thing now applies again this year, a year later. He gets hurt against Seattle, and he's out 10 weeks. I gotta say this. Hopefully the Cowboys, you'll survive with whoever you have as your starting quarterback, although Justin was telling me something impressive about their backup quarterback, but he was pretty good. And then, you know, with the Patriots, the same thing. I mean, I'm a Patriot fan, but they can be biased too. But I can say this, that they have to get through the 4 weeks without Brady and Deflategate, and we'll see how that whole thing goes. You know, I don't want to get
Frank, do you have an opening rant?
Do I have an opening rant? So yeah, I guess I do. Now that you mention Megatron, what the hell's he doing on a rainbow flag show such as Dancing with the Stars?
Again, those views of Frank Sprinkle don't represent the Sports Drive or the Arena Sports Network.
Yeah, they represent my views.
I have one more opening rant, but I got to wait till Frank and Browning get theirs out. I got one more I got to get off my chest.
There, that's my opening
I
rant.
mentioned at the beginning, but I got one.
And yes,
next.
and Dancing with the Stars is rainbow flag-ish.
Am I ready now?
Yeah, go ahead, Browning.
Okay.
Read Jabroni.
This is really going for you and for Frank and Josh here. They said I'm a Kevin Owens fan. They said, "Oh, have you been a champion because he's the champion?" And I was like, "No, I've been a fan of Kevin Owens since before he was champion." So with all that said, I've been a fan of Kevin Owens since he entered the WWE, and it was when he was the next and all that stuff. Now I'm saying is, forget the haters. I'm a Kevin Owens fan. Bam.
And let me add this.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry, Josh.
Here's the problem I have here, because I actually think Vince Russo is actually a funny guy, and I think he's actually a good-hearted person.
Yeah.
But for him to say that David Arquette was more over than Kevin Owens will be, that's the most asinine statement I've heard this entire year.
Said that.
David Arquette is more over than Kevin Owens? Stop. He had one good movie, and he was like a little side piece to the Scream movies.
God.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but Owens is getting the biggest push in the WWE right now. I mean,
he deserves it.
I know he does. I mean, the guy's approaching Cena status, and I never liked
say that David Arquette's more over. Come on, bro.
Dude, David Arquette's been around for years.
The last part of the opening rant I have is toward Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and your shitty transportation with community.
I'm gonna love to hear this one.
Oh, get ready. Okay, so Tuesday, August 30th, I am supposed to go to a dental appointment. I come home from college class. Okay, everybody. I had to hustle. It's like okay, I got to walk home.
You're the hustle.
Yeah, I had to hustle there, Frank. Because it's about 3 or 4 blocks away from the library, so it doesn't bother me. I like getting out of the house. I like going for walks.
Right, set up.
Anyway, I came home about 2:15 p.m. Pacific time, and I was like, okay, I'm home. I can get something to drink because it was hot and sticky on Tuesday the 30th. Well, anyway, transportation, you're going to get your ass gripped. Okay, I set up transportation a couple weeks ago. It was a free ride. I didn't have to pay for any of it. I mean, Coeur d'Alene taxi is expensive, so I've been trying to really be very strict with my finances and not use my debit card. Well, anyway, I came home, and transportation was running late. I did something I usually don't do, but I ripped the transportation, the medical transport, because I had a shuttle, and I said, I set this whole thing up a few weeks ago, and you mean to tell me that there was a lack of communication? Communicate with me! I mean, it's pretty stupid when you plan something a few weeks ago about appointments, and then boom, there's a lack of communication. To that new person you just hired at Whitetail Transportation, you got hired, but you got your ass ripped by me, because you know something? I was expected to be picked up at 2:30 p.m. for a 3 p.m. appointment. I mean, Frank, Josh, and Browning, you guys would be pretty pissed too if you had transportation running late and then your whole appointment got canceled 40 minutes late because of stupid effing transportation. Hated it. God.
I remember one time that I
was angry.
had a job interview, and luckily I made it in time. I was like 20 minutes early, but I thought I was gonna be late because there was a fight that broke out in the CTA bus while I was on my way downtown.
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah, it was between two girls, and one of the girls was pregnant.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
So that's why I apologize. I couldn't do yesterday's show. I wanted to.
Don't apologize, dude. That's what the open answer for.
I was effing pissed about it. I mean, anytime you schedule something a few weeks ago way ahead of time, okay, that's a good thing I did. Called in advance to make sure I could have a shuttle take me to a dental appointment. They didn't show up, and I wasted an entire afternoon on Tuesday going over there, and then they canceled the appointment. And I said, oh, transportation, your ass is mine, and I'm going to call you, and your ass is going to get ripped. And I said to them, you know what? Isn't the customer always right? You should have called me. Why didn't I get – I said, do you mind telling me why I didn't get one call that the transportation was that the drivers were running slow or didn't get a call about it? I said, please communicate with me next time. I mean, I really ripped them. I mean, I hate customer service. Frank's had to deal with it with Best Buy, and I'm glad Frank.
Really.
You know,
no, I'm not done with that yet.
Okay. Well, you hate getting screwed with people that don't do a very good job in regards to customer service, and they deserve to get ripped because the customer is always right.
That Chris Sale ripped me off.
Delete.
Anyway, so transportation. Make sure you pull your head out of your ass and not screw with me again.
All right, let's move on here.
Yeah, we got other things to get to.
I'll keep tabs on this one since Justin hasn't shown up yet. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna do our top 5 NFL rivalries of all time. Okay.
All right.
It's gonna be a great segment. I can't wait for this.
All right, let me get this one for Sean. All right, we'll start off with Sean here first. All-time NFL rivalries.
Oh
Go.
All right, number 1. You know what? There's so many rivalries that you could look at for the NFL that was always great. Hard to say. This was really, really a tough one, but I'm going to end up putting Green Bay and Dallas at number 1. When you look at how great the rivalry was, I mean, think about it. You had the late 60s. You had the Snow Bowl, the Ice Bowl. You know, I mean, I always loved Frank, and I know you and I love talking history and sports history.
Yeah.
That the Ice Bowl that happened in Green Bay,
Eve 1967.
It was, and the degrees was 15 below zero and 30 below zero wind chill. It was cold weather out there in Green Bay. In the 90s, that's when I kind of got a taste of the rivalry between Green Bay and Dallas. I still remember the 95 NFC Championship game like yesterday when Dallas beat them in the NFC Championship game, and boy, the Packers were angry after that. Green Bay and Dallas definitely number 1. Number 2, I stick with Dallas, and you've always got to put the 49ers and the Cowboys there. Dallas and San Francisco have always had some great matchups over the years.
Oh, you took my number 2.
I mean, the 90s, of course, and then, of course, the NFC Championship game, Dwight Clark catching it in the end zone. I mean, you know what? Joe Montana, to this day, always says, everybody thought that I was going to throw the ball out. I was going to throw it away. But Dwight Clark caught it, jumped up, caught the touchdown. The 49ers beat Dallas 28-27, and that really the 49ers were ready to make it a rivalry because they were always sick of losing to the Cowboys in the late 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Let's say this one thing. I appreciate the like context background stuff, but let's try to make these quick because we got the quarterback list we got to do too.
Number
3 knows it's gonna be the Bashar. Let's make these quick.
Number 3, the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, God, you took one of mine. Jeez, Sean.
That was always great. Brady against Manning, and then Brady against Luck, and I tell you, the Brady-Manning matchups. Actually, I'm going to put 3 together. I'm going to put it with Brady and Manning all time if it was Patriots-Colts and Patriots-Broncos. I mean, just to shorten that up. Number 4. The old rivalry is always great when these two teams get together. Green Bay, Chicago. What a classic rivalry, and I almost put it at number one because the Bears and Packers have always had all kinds of greats, and it's always a war. And I can tell you, if the Bears lose to the Packers, Bears fans hate it. If the Packers lose to the Bears, they hate it. Number 5, I'm going to end up saying I'm going to have to probably say for number 5, this was a really tough one for me to decide on. I'm probably going to say for number 5, I got to make this quick. NFL. I would probably say Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens at number 5. Josh, I know the Ravens are your favorite team in the AFC, but I'll tell you, Baltimore and Pittsburgh have had those two teams really hate each other when they play against each other. Yep, those are my match. Those are what I have.
All right, Browning, you're up next.
All right. I got a good few good ones, so here it goes. Number 1, as it will be always number 1, the Philadelphia Eagles and New York Giants.
Oh, dang you, Browning. I had that on my list too, but Philly and the Giants, they have been good ones. Mm-hmm.
And number 2, Cleveland Browns, sadly I have to say this, and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Next.
What?
Number 3.
Sammy Brown. Frank, go ahead.
Number 3, shoot. Ravens. Ravens and the Steelers.
Okay, that's fine. Next.
Number 4, Bears, and of course the Packers. I guess I should get in there too.
All right, last one.
Number 5, Patriots and the Colts.
All right. Unfortunately for the Gluey Hump, there will be no Patriots in my top.
Oh,
No, there wasn't mine. There wasn't mine.
All right.
Big Win, you're up next.
Okay, number 1's got to be Bears, Bears, Packers for obvious reasons. Number 2, I got to go with Cowboys and Redskins. Of course, those days are long gone, but I'm going by tradition and history here. Number 3, I got to show some appreciation for the old AFL, and I got to go Raiders and Chiefs. Now, I'm going from a historical standpoint, understand. Number 4, Colts, Patriots, and number 5, Ravens and Steelers.
Damn you, Frank. I was even going to be looking at possibly putting the Redskins and Cowboys, too.
I'm going history.
Well, there's a lot of history. And Dallas, of course, leads the season series between those two.
Right.
Between the Redskins and the Cowboys over the years.
Yeah.
All right. Gluey Hump.
That's all right.
All right. First one. Cowboys and Steelers.
Cowboys and Steelers.
Oh, yeah. You know, Josh.
That's Super Bowl history.
Yeah, Super Bowl history. They've had some great games. I still remember Super Bowl, 30 like yesterday, and Dallas finally were able to snap the jinx because Pittsburgh beat the Cowboys in Super Bowl 10 and Super Bowl 13.
Bears, Packers. I'm going to do Raiders and Steelers.
You can see that from the 70s.
Harris, yes, Franco Harris. When he got
reception.
that. Remember that? I'm sure you all have seen the highlights of, even though it was way before our time, when the what was it? A hit happened and Franco.
Yeah,
Harris.
what else you got, Gluey Hump?
You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna change my mind, and I know this is gonna get Sean pissed. I'm gonna do Ravens and Patriots.
Ooh.
There's been some good ones between New England and Baltimore. I remember.
Okay. All right. Last one is certainly not least. This one's going to be really challenging for me because you guys mentioned a lot of good ones, and I don't want to copy everybody.
No, that's fine. You want to be original as best as you can.
We're just trying to be objective. That's all. Hey, Justin.
Okay.
boys.
Hubba. I like that, Frank.
I know the fifth one was tough for me when I was thinking about the rivalry. yesterday.
Okay.
Pick one out of the bag.
Justin, by the way, I put the updated list for this one if you want to put on the Soch. Damn it. Damn you, Josh. Freaking.
Not really, Judge.
No, that fifth one's tricky.
It is. Damn. Damn.
Damn.
Damn. All right. I got it.
Oh,
Ravens and Steelers.
Good one.
Oh yeah, great. Always a great matchup. Those two teams will hate each other again this year.
Bam. There you go. Well, let's get Justin's list before we go to the quarterbacks.
NFL rivalries, Justin. Welcome, buddy, on Friday. Labor Day.
All right. Number 5, I'm gonna go with Ravens Steelers.
Ravens,
4.
Steelers, okay.
4, Jets Dolphins.
Okay.
3, Giants and Eagles.
That's one of the Brownings. Good.
2, Patriots and Giants. I mean Colts.
Okay.
Actually, I think no Giants.
Giants are.
Oh no!
And number 1, Packers Bears.
All right. Let me just go down the quick list here before we go on to the quarterbacks. Now, by the way, we're not doing all-time quarterbacks. We're doing current quarterbacks, okay? Let's make that perfectly clear. All right. Sean has the Packers, Cowboys, 49ers, Cowboys, Patriots, Colts, Bears, and Packers, and Steelers and Ravens. That's his top 5 list. Brownie has the Eagles and Giants, Browns and Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Bears, Packers, and Patriots and Colts. Big Win has the Bears, Packers, Cowboys, Redskins, Raiders, Chiefs, Colts, Patriots, and Ravens, Steelers. I have the Cowboys and Steelers, Bears, Packers, Raiders, Steelers, Ravens, Patriots, and Ravens, Steelers. Justin rounds this up with the Ravens, Steelers, Jets, Dolphins, Giants, Eagles, Patriots, Giants, and Packers, Bears. So if you guys have your top 5 NFL rivalries of all time, put it in the chat room. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Cool.
Good stuff, boys. Oh, crap.
I
My
concur.
computer almost fell down.
The great rivalries, and Eagles Giants is up there. I'm glad I picked the 49ers Cowboys and Packers Cowboys. There have been some great ones over the years. And Justin, Jets and Dolphins too. They're I still remember Marino and the fake spike that he had. Remember that spike in '94? He faked it. Yep, he had like 72,000 screaming Jet fans. And then the Monday Night Miracle in 2000 in the Meadowlands. Frank, I bet you remember that one on that Monday night, October 23rd.
Yeah, I remember.
All right, boys. Let's go to the NFL current quarterbacks.
All righty then.
Current quarterbacks. This ought to be a good one.
All right. Should I write these ones out too or no?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right. We're going to start with Browning in this one, okay?
Oh, I'm going first. Okay.
Don't tell me Sam Bradford, please.
Don't worry. Hey, don't worry on that. I'm not.
All right.
Ethiopia had a team. Sam Bradford would be their starting quarterback.
Oh, God.
Ethiopia.
By the way, I want to caution this. What I'm going to say. The only reason I'm not picking Tom Brady because he's suspended for the first 4 games, so I'm not. I'm not putting him on the list. Okay. So, all right. Go ahead, Brown.
All right. All right, I'm going to go with Cam Newton.
Okay, Cam Newton, not bad. Next. What? You muted yourself.
Hold on.
You muted yourself.
You have to go with someone else because I get someone's from the yard. I'll be right back.
All right, Sean, you'll go first. Go ahead.
One.
Yeah, we know this one.
Number 12 from Michigan State University. He has been the starter of the New England Patriots since 2000.
He has a name.
He's won 4 Super Bowls. Number 12.
Okay, number 12 from the Patriots.
And who the hell just muted me? That wasn't right at all
That
either.
was me. Yeah,
I'm innocent.
I don't know. I can't.
Yeah,
move
I put
anybody.
Brady
It was the ghost. It was the ghost of the panda. Go ahead.
Justin, I knew that was you. Okay, Brady, I put him at number 1. All the stuff he's done has been incredible. He's got to just get through 4 games.
Next.
He was great last night.
Next.
Okay, and
Either an interception.
number two. I will. I'm going to put Aaron Rodgers at number 2, even though he hasn't done anything in the last 6 years.
MVPs.
Number 3. Number 3, I'm going to put Ben Roethlisberger.
All right. Well, this is going to be a pain in the ass for me to write out. Go ahead. Next.
Number 4, I'm going to put Joe Flacco.
All right. There you go.
Flacco.
Go on a limb, you young man. Go ahead. Next.
Number 5. Boy, number 5. Probably what I'm going to have for number 5, even though, let's see, number 5. I'll probably go with Eli Manning.
Eli Manning. All right. Okay. There you go. Sean's posted. Bam. Frank, you're up next.
Okay, well, you know what? MVPs and Super Bowls do speak for themselves, so yes, I am going to go with Tom Brady. That's my number 1 starting quarterback. Number 2, I'll go with Aaron Rodgers. 3, I'll go with Ben Roethlisberger. I'm kind of going by script here. 4, I'm going to go with Super Cam Newton. I'll go with Cam Newton at 4. And number 5, a little tough at 5, but I'm going to go with Russell frickin' Wilson. Yeah, I know.
What's the matter with Russell Wilson there, Josh?
We don't have enough time to talk about it.
Yeah, no one said Colin Kaepernick here, at least.
Yeah. Justin, you're up next, but go ahead.
All right, I'm going to go with my number 5. I'm going to go with Carson Palmer. 4, Russell Wilson. 3, Drew Brees. 2, Tom Brady. 1, Aaron Rodgers.
Now wait for Josh. I can't wait to hear this.
All right. If we had to bet money, how many of you are thinking that I'm either A, not gonna have Aaron Rodgers on my list, or B, have Jay Cutler on my list?
Trust me,
Raise your hand.
I don't think you'll have Cutler on your list.
I'll predict he won't have Aaron Rodgers on his list.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'll go with that too.
Hey, that's a good thing. You never know. It could be neither.
It's your list, dude.
Yep. All right. I know there's not a lot of sample size because this guy is young. He hasn't played that long. But I think this guy's going to have a breakout year. So number 5, I'm putting Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. Oh, Derek Carr. Okay. You want to just...
Wow, that's really high.
Next one. Okay. I was gonna say Matt Ryan, but he's been really regressing over the last couple of seasons.
Yep.
So I can't do that. Okay. I'll put Ben Roethlisberger number 4.
Have some fries with that.
No.
He has accomplished a lot.
Surprised nobody put Andrew Luck on this list.
Win a Super Bowl. Maybe we'll put you on that list.
Okay. Well, since you brought Super Bowls, I'll put Joe Flacco number 3.
Oh, God.
One of the best playoff runs ever. All right, next one. Number 2. There's good quarterbacks out there. I will say that. There's a lot of them. It's not Marcus Mariota. It's not Jameis Winston. Maybe in a couple of years, who knows? Depending on what their stats are, I don't know. Like a lot of times, especially when it comes to these lists, you really need to decide whether you're just going to go off by stats or perennial success in playoff situations. You know what? I'll do it. All right.
Do it. You can do it.
I'll put Aaron Rodgers number 2. Okay.
That's what you were gonna do.
And number 1 for me, I'll put it's sure telling Andy Dalton. I'll say that it will never be Andy Dalton for me.
No, he gets the monkey off his back and wins a playoff game.
You know, it sucks that Peyton Manning's not here anymore, so I can do it for trolling purposes, and Frank can do the nationwide singing.
He has retired. Move on.
Seriously, go hook up with Peyton there, Frank. That's the last thing I need.
Sean, get your head out of Subway's ass.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Subway. Come on. I could have gone to have a pizza yesterday.
All right, number 1, Cam Newton.
Okay.
Cam Newton.
All right,
So-
there you go.
Derek Carr's better than Tom Brady.
I said I'm not putting Tom Brady. I'm talking about current quarterback. I'm not putting Tom Brady because he's suspended. I already said it before we started our list.
Just got to get through 4 games. That's all right.
I would put Carson Palmer over Derek Carr, but I just have a feeling that he's going to get injured again this year.
I got a question. I mean, as far as speaking of quarterbacks goes, we got to make this quick because we have other stuff. You got the birthday shout-outs and the on this day in sports history. The Vikings, Teddy Bridgewater out for the entire year. Make it quick. Your guys' thoughts. Are the Vikings a contender or pretender this year without Teddy Bridgewater?
I think it hurts. I do think it does hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're still a pretender.
I'm gonna say pretender only with the fact that one there are already gonna have defenses forming their way to try to stop Adrian Peterson, and when you're gonna be forced to throw the football, no matter how good the Vikings defense is, when you're constantly starting drives on your own 40-yard line, you're screwed either way. So I'm gonna say pretender, and it's unfortunate because Teddy Bridgewater is one of those guys that you should look up to more, and he doesn't get a lot of pub because he's not obnoxious or over the top. He's a really nice guy, and it sucks that his season has to end like that due to a non-contact injury.
I just hope his career is not in jeopardy.
So it's possible that right now the NFC North could be a battle between the Bears and the Packers in the NFC North division, which means
Yeah, I hope it is.
6 days away is the NFL season. And
I do find it funny though that the Lions now got like the old veteran wide receiver core now. They got Anquan Bolden and Golden Tate and Marvin Jones. They've
never recovered after that controversial game against the Dallas Cowboys and Big D.
All right. Before we go to the birthday shots and all that good stuff, we all know what Sean's feelings are on the playing game. Hell, we even had a debate with him in the Big Win, I think, a few months ago.
And I should have won that debate because I made a point that all that playoff format's BS because of that stupid playing game.
Frank, explain why you like the playing game.
Okay, because you have 3 divisions in Major League Baseball. It used to be 3 divisions and 1 wild card. I believe that if you win your division, it should mean something more. You should not have to deal with the pressure of the one-game playoff. If you cannot win your division, then guess what? You need to truly earn the playoffs, and that is why I believe the one-game playoff is right, because of the fact that you need to win your division. It should matter a lot.
I'm staying neutral in this situation since I'm the host, but Justin,
I agree, Frank.
do you like the play game?
No, I agree with Frank.
Oh my gosh, that just extends it. We'll make it quick right now for the wild card. Red Sox 74-59, the Orioles 72-61, Tigers 72-61, Astros 71-62, the Yankees are 69-63, the Royals are 69-64.
I'm scared.
The Mariners are 68 and 65, and the White Sox 63 and 70. That's as far as I will go for the American League. Right now, the way I view it, we got to make this quick. Red Sox looking very good right now, but the play-in game, though, I will say this. It's something you want to try to stay out of, because you realize if you get to the play-in game, it's win or go home. 27 outs, win or go home. You're either going to swim or you're going to sink. That's as simple as it goes. Ask the Pittsburgh Pirates. Look what's happened to them the last 2 years when they've got knocked out of the poor West in the play-in game. Speaking of those Pirates, though, the Giants are at 72 and 61. The Cardinals, Josh, the team that you and I don't want in the playoffs, 70 and 62. The New York Mets, the defending National League champions, they are 69 and 65. The Pirates at 67 and 64, and the Marlins at 68 and 66. The Rockies at 64 and 69. Make it quick, guys. Your thoughts on the National League? Who's got the advantage for the 2 wild card spots, and even the American League? Make it quick.
I think St. Louis is definitely going to be up there. It's hard to tell from the West if it's going to be between the Dodgers and the Giants. It's going to be one of those teams, but I think St. Louis has the upper hand right now, definitely.
Frank, I'll get to you in a second here, Josh and Justin. If you look at what's going on right now with the National League, if the Giants have to play a play-in game, and they either have to host it or go on the road, we all remember 2 years ago they walked right into Pittsburgh and they beat the Pirates in the play-in game in 2014, and they would eventually go on and win the World Series. Don't sleep on the Giants. Everybody knows what happens in the even years, but this tradition of them in the even years won't last that long. Josh and Justin, your guys' thoughts. National League, who's going to be playing in the play-in game next month?
I'll do both of them right now. I'll do the Cardinals at the San Francisco Giants, and then the Red Sox at the Orioles.
I'll say it right now. You know what? The Cardinals better be careful when they do play the Giants, Josh, just for your prediction, because history has not been very good for the Cardinals against the Giants. The Giants have had their way against the Cardinals over the years for the playoffs.
I got a good idea. Why don't we ask these two guys what they think about it?
Yeah, I was going to go to Justin next. Your thoughts, bud?
Well, for the AL, I'm going to go with the O's at Red Sox. And then I'm going to go with the Giants. Yeah, this is a tough one for me. At Cardinals.
Do you think, though, Justin, that you're the big Miami Marlins fan? Do you think there's any chance the Marlins will get hot at the right time and maybe host the play-in game or go on the road? Do you still think they can do it, or do you think they're done?
I think we're done.
They're done.
Well, this season must be deleted.
I think, though.
Oh my God, Glue, I like how you do that.
Injuries. Our injuries killed us.
Yeah, Frank Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton there, Justin, was a big loss for the Miami Marlins. But you know what?
Sean.
He is the future for the Marlins. He is the future for that team. Young power hitter. And Don Mattingly knows he can turn a team around. He did it with the Dodgers, even though he went 8-11 in 19 playoff games. And then, of course, he got let go after they lost to the New York Mets.
Hey, Justin, by the way, Sasha Banks with all black hair. Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Let's get your guys' thoughts real quickly on the Mets and Pirates in the National League. Do you think there's a chance that those
not happening?
No. Both those teams
you must be going to the vape store if that's happening.
Yeah,
All right, let's.
What's that, Sean? I was just going to say, a lot of people are going to be biased with the Pirates. I heard the media say, everybody, don't sleep on the Pirates.
Yeah, they're done. They're toast. You know what? They were swept by the Cubs. They're toast.
Yeah, they are horrible.
I will give props to Clint Hurdle on the job he's done with the Pirates.
Right, Sean, right.
All right. On this day in sports history, brought to you by Dairy Queen of Hebron. You can see the panda. He's signing autographs there as we speak. All right. On this day in 1917, Glover Cleveland Alexander, the Philadelphia Phillies, pitched and won 2 games of doubleheader against the Brooklyn Dodgers. On this day in 1924, Bill Tilden won his 5th straight U.S. Open. On this day, 1961, the estate of Ty Cobb was estimated at $11.78 million.
What boy?
Cobb had died 2 months earlier. On this day, 1962, Ken Hubbs of the Chicago Cubs set a record for second baseman when he played his 74th game without an error.
Frederick, what happened to him, though?
All right, on this day, 1966, the Miami Dolphins played their first regular season game. They lost to the Oakland Raiders, 23-14. On this day, 1970, Billy Williams of the Chicago Cubs set a National League record when he played in his 1,117th consecutive game.
Dad's favorite Cub of all time.
Speaking of former Cubs, Fergie Jenkins was seen in the 77th inning stretch, if I'm not mistaken, the other day, right?
I think it was 2 days ago, yeah.
On this day, 1973, Billy Martin was fired from the Detroit Tigers.
You're fired!
On this day, 1981, the Boston Red Sox and Seattle Mariners played to a 7-7 tie after 19 innings. It was the longest game in Fenway Park history. The game was resumed the following day, and the Mariners won 8-7 in 20 innings.
I read about that. Yeah.
On this day in 1986, the Houston Astros and the Cubs played in 14 innings and used 53 players in the game.
Good grief, 53 players.
Houston, just like the Mariners, won the game the next day, 8-7. On this day in 1990, Bobby Thigpen of the Chicago White Sox set a major league record with his 47th save. I'm pretty sure that's been broken by now. On this day in 1996, Mike Greenwald of the Boston Red Sox set a major league record when he drove in all 9 runs of the Boston Red Sox against the Seattle Mariners.
Oh, yeah, Mike Greenwald. Grew up with them. He was one of my favorites, too.
I bet he was. On this day in 1996, David Cohn pitched in a game for the first time in 4 months after an aneurysm was removed from his shoulder.
Man.
Damn. On this day, 1998, Mark McGwire hit his 58th and 59 home runs in the season. The record the record at the time was held by Roger Maris, of course. Great movie, by the way. If you guys haven't seen the one with Roger Maris,
I have. It was on HBO years back.
The one, yeah, Billy Crystal did a sensational job with that. Called 61. I own that movie.
On this day, 1998, Sammy Sosa hit his 56th home run of the season. On this day, 1998, Nomar Garciaparra hit his 30th homer of the year. He joined Mark He joined Mark McGwire, Rudy York, Ron Kittle, and Jose Canseco as a player that hit 30-plus home runs in his first 2 years.
Oh, he was a real classy guy.
Hey, was Nomar part of the steroid thing? Or
Well, he wasn't part of that era, but he wasn't on roids. I can assure you.
But he was real classy. Really
all right. On this day, 1998, Jerry Rice signed a 6-year contract with the San Francisco 49ers worth $36 million. The deal made him the highest-paid wide receiver in the league. Now, look at this. $36 million for Jerry freaking Rice in 1998. Isn't Des Bryant signed a contract for like $100 million or something?
Yeah, because
that's ridiculous.
Des wants to win Super Bowl championships for the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's not going to get anything there.
Jerry Jones is a freaking idiot. On this day, 1999, Cal Ripken hit his 400th career home run. Pretty cool.
Nice.
On this day, 2003, Eric Gagne. Here we go. A little blast from the past. Eric Gagne established the Major League record with his 55th consecutive save.
Oh, man.
That was incredible, Frank. And, with Eric Gagne, with the Dodgers, he was a hell of a closer.
Right.
And I gotta say this: the guy from the new one they have in Dodgers, Kenley Jansen, he's pretty good actually.
He had his struggles last weekend against the Cubs, though.
You always got to have a closer to come in and go 1, 2, 3 if it's 3 runs or less.
All right, it's time for birthday shout-outs, right? Here we go.
No
Cool.
problem.
Happy 52nd birthday to Keanu Reeves. Starred the Matrix movie, and also John Wick, which I thought was a really good movie.
Oh, yeah, Keanu Reeves, happy birthday.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I didn't like the second one, but you also had The Replacements.
Correct.
The couple of Keanu Reeves movies I've watched is Speed from 1994, and also he was in a movie I watched a few days ago called Something's Gotta Give with Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson.
And the quarterback on The Replacements. Good
All
movie.
right.
Replacement.
Happy 50th birthday to Salma Hayek, hot actress in my opinion. Happy birthday to Mark Harmon, who played in the NCIS series.
Oh,
He
yeah.
turned 65. For those wrestling fans, know that NCIS is always on before Monday Night Raw goes on there.
I hate that show.
Happy 43rd birthday to Cat Williams, comedian. Yeah,
Really?
Oh, God.
yeah, Cat Williams. He's the man. All right, happy 19th birthday to Brandon Ingram. Holy crap,
Man.
we're all older than Brandon Ingram.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not. I'm the same age. Wait, no, he's like. Oh, he's
you're
19,
older
right?
than him. He just turned 19 today, so you're
Oh
older
my
than
God.
him.
I'm older than everybody on this show.
Happy 68th birthday to Terry Bradshaw,
Yeah.
former
Fox.
Steelers quarterback.
On Fox till Sunday. Happy birthday.
Correct.
Yeah.
Happy 66th birthday to Harvey Levin from TMZ.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I got anyone else here. Oh, here we go. Frank, former Bulls player. He recently, unfortunately, passed away. Nate Archibald.
Oh, yes, from the early 80s.
Yes.
Nate Archibald?
Yeah.
From when the Bulls sucked.
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, this is before the Jordan era.
Yeah, before 1984, before 84 when Jordan came, the Bulls sucked.
Browning, you said you had your quarterback list, right? Before
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about
Make
that
this
earlier.
quick, bud.
All right.
First one was Cam Newton, right?
Yeah, I got the Shaq,
Yeah.
sir. We need a Shaq skip.
Okay. First one was Cam Newton.
Okay.
Second one, Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay. Cool.
Number 3, Drew Brees. Number 4, Matt Ryan. And number 5, Russell Wilson.
Interesting.
And no Tom Brady's in there.
You know, if I ever had to give a top 5 list for consistent quarterbacks, I'll probably put Alex Smith in that list.
I'm sorry.
Should not do-
Not for like top quarterbacks, but just like consistent
Yeah.
for like playing
Right.
games and I don't know. You don't see Alex Smith leading the league in interceptions a lot.
Yeah,
He doesn't have a lot of touchdowns either. But
Yeah, and at least he stands for the national anthem.
well, we don't need to get to that right now.
really.
No.
No, really.
All right, Sean, go ahead, take it away, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've arrived at this hour where things get a little bit blown out of proportion. We got a bash hour
Oh,
that.
you're kidding me?
Oh, jeez. We got the man with the shocks here in Frank Sprinkle.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, looks like he woke up. Looks like it's all good there. We got Browning Master here with his facial expressions whenever there's a quote addressed about the Philadelphia Eagles. And we got Justin Hill here who can't stand if it's a Miami quote directed toward him. With me at the Boston sports quotes, there might be people leaving and pillow throwing and stuff like that too. And Josh.
And masturbating?
Oh my God!
Oh my God, Frank! Good grief! And even, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Those comments of Frank Sprinkle don't represent the Arena Sports Network or
Hey,
the
you
Sports
said-
Drive.
I'm going to say right there, Frank, and that before I do it, TMI. And on that note, it's the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour.
Good Lord, Frank.
Good God Almighty, man!
Wow.
All right,
It is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash.
Frank, you're too much, bro.
Just wait till tomorrow.
Our turn. A moron. But now,
The real stars fight back.
What?
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 One more time.
One more time for the weekend, and take your what's and shove it.
What?
it is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. Skip Bayless talks crap all day long. And now, it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron. But now,
The real stars fight back. How many mice do we got today?
All right. Where's the Super Bowl at this year?
Houston.
We got 25 mice in.
Oh, no! Oh, no. Gosh.
Come on, at least it's down.
Help me and give me strength, Lord. Oh, no.
All right.
Man.
And just because Houston is having Super Bowl don't mean the Texans are going to be in the Super Bowl this year.
They won't. Trust me, they won't.
Well, how about this? Do you all want to take a trip to Houston? You want to go down to
No.
Houston? And
No.
I will say though, Houston was a very good crowd on Monday Night Raw this past Monday
Well,
night.
Josh, have you ever been to Houston before?
No, I haven't actually. I never
Well,
been to Texas
we all
before.
can take a trip down to Houston.
No.
What do you mean? There's a lot of stuff you can look at down
There
there.
is a lot of stuff.
What?
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Trump supporters down there, but we don't need to get to that either. All right, first quote of the day. Here we go, and we got to make sure we highlight Sean here so we can get his full reactions.
Yeah, there we go.
Frank Ward, help me out.
John, you're the one that brings it on yourself, dude.
Yeah,
He's a
Yeah.
stupid Nimrod. That's why I had to do that.
a stupid. All right, here we go. First quote of the day. Here we go.
Here we go.
Give us in the mind.
Oh my God!
Are you to call the doctor and Bumblebee?
My Boston Red Sox will not be in the play-in game this year.
They aren't going to the playoff game.
Yes, look at me, Sean.
God.
What is that?
Oh, God.
Not even the first quotes.
Sean,
Wow.
Sean, like I said, we need animal control so somebody can. Dude, really?
Take your animal control and stuff it and go make your blue Bumblebee outfits and blue Bumblefuck Indiana.
Sean, that was stupid what you just said, really.
Damn.
We all know you live in blue. I'm pretty sure you're making your blue Bumblebee outfit for Halloween. And Skip Bayless, the Red Sox will be in the play-in game, you Nimrod. They've got what it takes to do it.
You sure about that?
Browning, nobody asked for your opinion. Shut your yap.
I thought you hate
What?
the playing game.
Yeah, because the playoffs go on way too long.
What?
What?
Gosh.
Oh my God, Sean went Michael Phelps mode on us.
Oh, no.
All right, here we go. Next quote. Just
It looks
for,
like
this one's for Justin.
it
All
looks
right.
like the Unabomber.
All right. Skippy Bayless said that Adam Gase will be fired after the bye week.
You're fired.
Wrongo.
What do you say?
Wrongo. Not gonna happen, Skip Bayless. Because Adam Gase is better than Bill Belichick.
Hey, I'm gonna make believe I did not hear you say that.
You
Gage
did.
Oh, what happened?
not won a Super Bowl yet. Talk to me when he wins a Super Bowl. Come on now.
Damn.
Okay, this year.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Next one's for Sean.
Oh, God,
Oh.
help us.
Yeah.
Help us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, help me. I gotta go on.
Skippy Bayless said that the Red Sox would make the playoffs if Dave Roberts was the manager of the Red Sox, not John Farrell.
Okay, don't you dare hit me with that, you stupid
He
Nimrod.
makes a good point. Look what he's doing with the Dodgers, though.
It doesn't matter. Okay, he hasn't even won a World Series. Okay, I'm
What do you
proud-
mean he hasn't won a World Series? He won a World Series with the freaking Red Sox.
Yeah, that's because his field changed everything around in 04, and I was very proud of it. But Farrell's won a World Series as a manager. It still adds up to the fact that he's
But
won
it
a World
wasn't even his roster. It was Bobby Valentine's roster.
Be my Valentine.
Well, oh, isn't that nice, Frank? But no, don't hit me with that. You know
I am gonna hit
Don't
you.
hit me with that.
Oh, cut it out. Don't hit. Cut it out. Cut it out.
All right, here's the Boston Celtics quote.
Oh.
We'll see if Sean actually cares since he's supposedly boycotting the NBA this year.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going
but
to
it's not.
the NBA this year. Go right ahead. Let's see. Fire away.
Skippy Bayless said that my Boston Celtics will finish last in the Atlantic Division.
You know what,
Yeah,
Skip?
there's a reason to boycott the NBA.
You know very, very well that the NBA wants stupid Shitland in the NBA Finals this year. So that's why I could care less since I'm boycotting it until the NBA can
Oh,
stop
God.
screwing the Cavaliers, stop screwing other teams, and giving LeBum James his stupid, pathetic NBA championships that he doesn't deserve to win in the first place.
Okay.
Care less.
Come
I'm
on.
not going to be.
Just-
you will
just
not
move
see
on.
me- You will not see me
Yeah.
wearing green and white after a
There
pathetic
you
NBA
go.
that is
Oh my
so
God.
bad.
Unless we're gonna need to have a debate.
You know what? At least I listen to Boards and I listen to Boards and Bernstein. The Gluey Hump knows what I'm talking about. They actually take shotguns to callers sometimes.
I can say this on my behalf.
Delete.
Hey, I got.
Times of the NBA were the decades of the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, we know, Sean. I've said it all along.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, one of these days we gotta get a debate going with Justin and Sean about whether or not the NBA is
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. Like, let's make the schedule like right now.
Could we do this on Monday, or are we, or do we need the day off because it's Labor Day?
It's
We can't
Labor
talk.
Day. Come on, it's a holiday.
We did the show on 4th of July
We like to have barbecues and hang out and do stuff.
in the
Sure,
morning.
sure.
I
would love
that
to do
crap in
that.
the afternoon.
I'd love to do that, dude.
I suppose we can do a show on Monday. I'm teasing. We can do a show.
All right, we'll do that on Monday then.
Oh, fine.
There we go.
I got no life anyway.
Probably gonna lose this next debate too, like I've lost the other ones, but who knows?
We'll
Why?
see.
Great confidence.
All right, next one's for Browning.
Right,
Here we
Brownie.
go.
Stu Bale said that my Philadelphia Eagles should bring in Jimmy Clausen as a backup quarterback.
That's just stupid. Shut the hell up.
Oh yeah, another former player to join the Eagles. That's all the help they need. Well, Browning, let's hear the reply there.
Jesus, Sean.
Jimmy
Yeah,
who?
dude.
Sean, you sound like that grade A all honor roll kid in elementary school that laughs
Yeah,
at the
no.
kid that struggles to spell out an entire word in English class.
Jimmy who?
I was waiting for yeah, Jimmy who? Yeah.
I don't know. Tebow needs a job. I mean, Tebow needs a job in football. How about Manziel?
Here's my thing. So Doug Peterson was the Chiefs offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm sorry, Browning. You better hope your defense is good. I mean,
Yeah, really. Hey, they won last time anyway, so I guess that's good. They start out.
4-0 in the preseason. Oh my
Yep.
God.
What happened last time when they're 4-0?
Yeah.
Missed the playoffs. I don't know. Frank, next one's for you. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, next one, Frank.
Skippy Bale said that Madison Bumgarner is 10 times better than Jake Arrieta.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Ooh.
Hey, you know what? We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, me and the big one will find out tomorrow.
Yeah. Gluey Hump's gonna find out with me who's better. So I got the Gluey Hump.
I got my phone ready for you gentlemen to call, just like when,
I probably. Whatever.
I'm sure you are. Frank, what a smart ass you are. Jeez.
That's my job in life.
Yeah, you do it very well.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Enough. All right, next one's for Sean.
I used to get in trouble in school a lot.
Oh no. Here we go.
Skippy Bale said that Tom Brady should be revoked his suspension, and the NFL's out to get the Patriots.
Shut up, Skip! Last!
Because the NFL is fixed. That's
Attention,
why.
I thought you
Walmart.
would agree with him, but why?
Attention, Walmart shoppers.
Please evacuate the store now. There's a madman in aisle 8. Attention, Walmart shoppers. Please evacuate the store now. There's a madman in aisle 8. The police are on their way.
Shut up, Frank.
Frank, real cute. A little bit of work with the humor there. Okay, now,
Oh, that was
on
gold.
that note,
It was cool.
the reason why the Pellos had to be thrown in the first place is because, Skip Bayless, you are not a Patriots fan. You're a Cowboys fan.
What?
Yeah, Sean. Hey, Sean, what would you do? What would you do to Skip Bayless inside the Hell in the Cell? You get 5 minutes with Skip inside the Hell in the Cell. What do you do?
Doesn't matter. The old geezer wouldn't show up anyway. The old geezer knows he get his ass whooped easily in the Hell in the Cell match.
Don't forget Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp on the Undisputed on Fox
Oh,
Sports
jeez.
1 this
Good
Tuesday.
Dear Lord, what's this world coming
A
to?
brand new collection of Skippy quotes
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
on all the latest topics.
Yeah.
Boy, this is going to be a great fall.
It's gonna be ruthless, and it's gonna
yeah,
be.
I've been stuck looking for Skippy quotes through to his Twitter and retro quotes on YouTube. Oh man!
Hey.
All right.
Labor Day, and here we have to deal with I have to deal with this
It's
idiot.
happening, Sean. Get ready. Before you know, he's gonna be on Colin Cowherd's show too.
Oh yeah, we know how you feel about Colin Cowherd, Josh. You can't stand him.
No, I can't stand him. I won't. I'm not saying that because he rips Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose does deserve to be ripped.
Yeah, it does.
Everything else, I disagree with Colin Cowherd. All right, next one. Let's see. Let's do another one for Sean. Let's see if he throws the pillows for this one.
Oh,
Why not?
Yeah, jeez.
Skippy Bayless said that Bobby Hall will always be remembered as a Blackhawk, not a Bruin.
There's a Blackhawk, not a Bruin.
I'm not going to throw any pillows on that.
oh, come on.
Yeah, just like you're not going to watch the NBA this year.
Thank God.
I am not watching the NBA because it's such a frickin' fixed league in the first place.
What proofs you have?
It is the truth. All right, now.
Save for Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Unless I could sleep in on it being the holiday for Labor Day, I could sleep in for a little while.
I won't. I'll be working.
But it's Labor Day, Frank. It's a holiday to be blessed.
What?
No, that's Thanksgiving,
What?
dude.
What?
Well, don't forget, Halloween's coming up next month, and
What?
you got.
That's not a holiday. Dude, what are you on? That's not a holiday.
It's a
For real.
holiday.
Halloween is a holiday. I'm sure we all have had memories of of famous things we used to dress up in.
Dude, I had to go to school the next day. Holiday my butt.
That's
It's a holiday.
Oh yeah, because Frank, you were too sick. You were probably eating.
Hell, kids have to go to school on Halloween.
Yeah, really. That sucked. Although we got to wear our costumes and stuff.
That's a part of life. It's Halloween, for crying out loud. I mean, what
Don't hit me with that.
Yeah, but hey, Shawnee, there's mail. If there's mail on a particular day, it's not a holiday.
well, Halloween is a holiday
No,
because
it's not.
because people go to Halloween parties and get drunk and get wild. And
No, people could do that on a Friday or Saturday
Exactly.
night like tonight,
Yeah.
dude.
Are you serious, Sean? It's not a holiday at all.
Halloween is a holiday, and there's a lot to be blessed.
All right, Sean.
But I wouldn't be surprised if somebody.
Yeah, just like Columbus Day is a holiday.
Actually, it was. We got that
I
off.
would not be surprised if if somebody dressed up as Skip Bayless and popped
Oh,
up in
come
your
on.
house and said,
Okay, you're done. No.
Delete.
No, he is.
Delete.
The
Delete.
reaction is classic. Yep. But well, Thanksgiving's a holiday. Yes, it's a day to be thankful.
Yeah, that's a holiday.
Josh
Good
gets a
job,
kick out of Josh gets a kick out of my father when my dad goes, "I hate this goddamn time of year." It's Christmas, Dad. I tried to tell him it's Christmas. He says, "So?"
Your dad's the biggest Scrooge of them all.
I call him that. He hates it. He hates it. He says, "Don't call me Scrooge, damn it." I said, "Well,
Hey,
Dad,
Glory Hump, you'll like my dad.
because Dad says," he goes, "Yeah, more money to waste for everybody on crap that nobody needs."
Jeez.
That's
All right, here we go. Next one.
He's just teasing.
Damn.
Well, I know everybody
This
wants
was for Frank.
Okay, cool. Hey, this is my hey, Glory Hump. Hey, man, you good Glory Shawnee boy. Shut up. It's for me.
Frank, don't tell me shut up.
I'll tell you, shut up, dude. Okay, fine. Know
All
your
right, both of you,
voice.
shut
Shut
up.
up. I want to hear this, dude. I want to hear this. Bring that, jabroni.
Skippy Bale said that Wrigley Field is the worst stadium in all of sports.
Well, it's being renovated. I mean, all right, I'll be honest. It's kind of dysfunctional right now, but wait till 2019. It will be beautiful. Phenomenal.
What, they're going to sell out every game?
I'll say Soldier Field will take that spot, but
2053. That's a long way to go for them.
Damn freaking planet ship.
This is what it is, dude.
Atrocity. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one's for Browning, right? Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Is there a my here?
This is a wrestling quote.
Oh, this is for everybody.
Skippy Bayless said that Kevin Owens will be the worst WWE Universal Champion of all time.
Ooh.
That's funny, Skip. He's the first one. No,
Hey, didn't he say it 2 weeks ago or something like that?
yeah, you said the same thing about Balor.
God, man.
Hey, Skip, can somebody at least have a title reign first beforehand?
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like Skip Bayless hates everybody associated with the WWE just about.
I think it'll be our best championship in a while.
What a jealous idiot.
I think he'll be better than Seth Rollins.
Damn. All right. Next was for I like that, Brownie. Make up your damn lines. Justin, you're up next. Okay, here we go. Skippy Bale said that my Miami Dolphins should consider bringing in Michael Vick as a backup quarterback.
Vic, what's he
I
doing
like
now?
that, actually.
He's
I
still
would
in
not mind
Pittsburgh?
that.
He's still in Pittsburgh.
No, he's a free
No.
agent. No, he's a free agent.
agent.
He's been training to make a comeback, and I would not mind him on the Dolphins as a backup quarterback.
He's never been the
You
same.
know what's sad though? Michael Vick has been training for a comeback for almost a decade now.
Yes.
Well,
Dog stuff.
he was on the I know.
Michael Vick has not been the same since he got in
The
trouble
Eagles.
with dogfighting. You know,
No.
the fighting situation, I feel
Since-
like.
Since he released from the Eagles or got traded from the Eagles, he hasn't been
Right.
the same.
Well, the Falcons, actually.
Right.
He was on the Eagles, and he took them to the playoffs, and he had a good run with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Bam.
Spam.
What?
What?
Bam. Bam. Yeah, spam.
Spam, spam, spam.
All right, Sean, this
Oh,
one's for you.
Uh-oh.
Here we go, buddy. Skippy Bale said that Mookie Betts will be signed by the New York Yankees in the offseason.
Shut up, Skip! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
This is CNN breaking news.
What's the goddamn fool, Skip? That's not gonna happen!
We do have breaking news from CNN. Coeur d'Alene, the town of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, has just been evacuated in wake of some guy named Sean. His name is Sean, a man, 29 years old. His
Frank,
name
you
is
give me a
Sean.
newscaster now? Newscaster mode.
Stop, Frank.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell Eddie. Yeah, you know I show in the news. Any Chicago TV station, my services are available.
Oh, my. And you know what? It's not gonna. You know what, Skip? You've had the dislike for Mookie Betts for a long time.
Yeah, he said that Mookie's on the juice.
Yeah, he is.
What? Typical jealousy, Skip. So shut up, 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 shut up.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
Good Lord.
All right,
Yeah. Anyone ever heard of duct? Dude, anyone ever heard of duct tape?
All right, how about this one? Skippy Bayless said that he and Shannon Sharp will win an Emmy next year for Best Sports Talk Show.
Blah,
All
blah,
right,
blah.
that's it. I'm officially leaving. That's stupid.
Woohoo!
Thank
Throw
God.
the pillows.
Beat the meat.
The pillows.
Well, you should all be leaving too, and taking your headset.
Dude, I gotta leave in a few minutes.
Yeah, Frank's leaving in a couple minutes.
Yeah, dude.
Woo, I'm glad. Woo, I'm glad. Yeah. Anyway.
Nice. That's fine.
All right. Next one's for Justin.
Whoa,
Right?
you sounded like Ric Flair just a moment ago, dude.
Woo.
Woo!
Oh man, let me stretch it out a little bit. All right, here you go.
Stretch. Gotta put a little Hawk Harrelson.
Skippy Bayless said that Scott Styles should be brought in as an assistant coach for Miami Heat.
Ooh.
I actually like, dude, I gotta say,
Not the lead coach, the assistant coach.
Yeah,
I actually like the job Skiles did with the Bulls.
Yeah, I think he'll be a good assistant coach.
He
I
would
wouldn't mind
be.
him.
Yeah, Skip, thanks a lot. That's a good idea.
What?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, what is right? We actually agree with Skip on something.
All right. Here's a general quote that I found completely blasphemous the other day.
What is it?
Skippy Bayless said that Kyrie Irving is better than Isaiah Thomas.
Wait, there is an Isaiah Thomas currently in the NBA.
Yeah.
Not the one in Celtics. The one with.
I know what you're talking about. Dude.
What the hell? Wake up. Read your books. Yeah, I mean, come on. You're talking about him being
Snowman
better.
was snap if he heard that.
I miss Snowman on the bash hour.
I have to admit, Isaiah Thomas is better than Kyrie Irving, and of course he made them into the Bad Boys, and the Bad Boys of Detroit. And I'm sure everybody's seen the 30 for 30 documentary.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
The thing about Kyrie Irving, he's so much fun just to watch basketball, but he's not a dirty player really. Compared to Isaiah Thomas, but I agree with that. Isaiah Thomas is better than Kyrie.
Yeah, they're gonna talk about a pro basketball Hall of Famer for goodness sakes.
By the way, I find it funny that Isaiah Thomas made his name out of playing in Detroit, even though he was from Chicago.
Hey, I got a question. How many mic quotes do we have left?
We have 2 more.
Okay, I gotta get going shortly.
All right, next one. Skip Bayless to mine. My Cleveland Cavaliers will go 74-8.
That's really huge.
74 and
Isn't the Golden State Warriors?
Yes.
That's mildly impressive.
yeah, they break the Warriors record, but then the question is, could they win the finals, or they choke like Golden State did?
I don't know.
I don't see
You
them
know what?
winning all that games.
Yeah, you know what? Winning regular season means nothing, depending on what you do in the postseason.
Postseason,
Exactly.
it's a whole new season.
It is.
But Sean's not watching the NBA, so he's not involved in this.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm done with the NBA too.
All right.
Probably not. I said I think. I didn't say guaranteed.
Last
Yeah.
quote for Sean, so Frank can.
Yeah, I got a lot to do. I got my football game tonight, and I got.
All right, make this count, Sean. Make sure your reaction counts for this one.
All right, good luck though tonight, Frank, in the football game.
Thank you. I'll tell you what. Listen, I'll send you the link. Listen to it, buddy, and give you some positive feedback.
That's high school football action. It's
Yeah, but I always want to get better at my craft. I'm welcome to feedback, positive or negative.
Here we go. Last one.
All right, here we go. Skinny Bale said that Pedro Martinez was the most overrated pitcher of all time.
The Hall of Famer, dude.
Shut up! That's not true at all. No.
What's wrong with you?
Blast the goddamn fool! Blast! Oh, my goodness!
Hey, I had to say this every time we did the best shower. You know why Sean gets angry? Because he watched CNN all day.
Yep.
That doesn't have anything to do with it. It's
What?
about the fact that a guy in a Nimrod.
This is CNN breaking news. And we just got a report from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, of a major disturbance right now involving a 29-year-old.
Who the hell is this, Browning? Panda called, said he needs to bail out from KFC. We're trying to avoid the Panda alert, Browning.
When did the KFC become a prison? Dude, bail out from KFC. Since when did it become a prison?
Oh, God dang it.
And that's a wrap for the Skippy Bayless Bash Shower. This Bash Shower had no falls.
No.
There's a lot of shots.
What an unlimited time limit.
Lovely. We'll be back on Monday. I hope everybody had a great
I'll try to make it.
This Nimrod who pisses me off.
I know, Sean.
Make sure to follow the Big Win at Twitter at Big Win Frank. Frank, buddy, any final words you have to say before you head out?
Tomorrow. That's all I have to say for you, Guillaume. Tomorrow.
Are you bringing a billy goat with you?
Oh.
Gosh.
No, dude. The problem is I don't. The problem is I don't want to pick up its stinking goat turds.
I'm bringing an Eskimo with me.
I don't want to pick up the Eskimo turds.
A billy goat.
Frank, thanks for coming on.
No problem. Love all of you. Be blessed.
Steve, right.
Be blessed, all of you.
goat. Wow.
Go
All
Terps.
Or a black cat you could bring.
Oh, come
That's unoriginal.
Well, actually, that'd be against the Mets.
All right.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
What we're gonna do here is we're gonna do fact or fiction,
There we go.
and then we'll go to this funky word. Okay, here we go. Fact or fiction: the Golden State Warriors will be in the finals next year.
Fiction.
There you go.
You know what? I agree with Justin. I think
No, you can't say any word because you said that you're not involved with the NBA. You can't.
Yep, he's got a point there.
All right,
Too bad we can't go back and forth on this till Monday.
be that way. That's all right.
I will be.
Because I am boycotting it because of how fixed and fucked up the entire NBA is.
Yep. You're jealous.
All right,
Not at all.
fact or fiction: Sam Bradford will play more than 8 games this season.
Oh, that's a big old fiction. Come on, God.
He's even saying that as an Eagles fan too. That's great.
Yeah, it's fiction.
Yeah, I agree.
Man.
All right. Fact or fiction: the Detroit Lions will have more than 5 wins this year.
Fiction. I remember we all picked them to have a losing record.
I said 4-12, so I'm not gonna go.
Yeah,
They'll have 5 wins.
Fiction.
Fiction, Brownie. Okay.
Yeah.
Fiction. It's fiction, but they'll have 5 wins
But
Okay.
they always like to be tough on Thanksgiving Day when they play Thanksgiving.
because it's their day,
Yeah, it's their Super Bowl.
pretty much.
Playing games and
Turkey Bowl.
I'm kind of glad that the Bears are not on the Thanksgiving this year, even though last year was a lot of fun. I will say that.
Lions are playing Thanksgiving
Oh,
games.
sorry, Uncle Vito. All right, here we go. Next one. Fact or fiction: Cam Newton and the Panthers will be in the Super Bowl again.
How about fiction?
Fact.
Fact for Justin, fiction for Sean. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with fact as well. Brownie.
As of right now,
what do you
though.
have? Yeah, that's
Fact
fine.
right now.
You got a fact right now too, Brownie?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Okay, here's a couple more. Here's another NBA one. So let's see how this one goes. Fact or fiction: the Wade will be an All-Star this year.
Fact.
Fact. NBA does the voting, right? That's the one.
No, well, yeah, we do the voting. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you'll be in there.
Big fact right there, though.
All right. Here's another one. Fact or fiction: Rajon Rondo will win Comeback Player of the Year.
But the person saying they're fact.
No.
I'll
Fic-
give it a nomination, but I'll say fiction.
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 I think they'll go with probably Anthony Davis because he was injured last year.
Yep. I got a feeling that too. The brow.
Here's a Patriots one.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
All right, fact or fiction: the Patriots will be a AFC wild card team.
Wait, the Patriots will
They're
be?
going to win the AFC East. They're going to win that AFC
No, they're
and have home field advantage throughout the AFC. Yeah. Number 1 all the way.
No, they're not.
What?
Hell yeah.
There you go, bro. What?
Take your what and stuff it.
So for what?
Shut up, idiot.
Okay. All right, fact or fiction: Trevor Siemian will have a better year than Mark Sanchez.
Oh, God.
Probably fact because Mark Sanchez is an interceptor.
This quarterback competition in Denver is horrible.
Good
Yeah, it's
Lord.
pretty
Yeah,
bad.
ever since Peyton Manning retired.
It's just as bad as San Francisco.
Oh, God.
Right, no, it's just as bad. Yeah.
They got Christian Ponder in San Francisco.
Well, no
What's what? Oh, God.
Ponder this, bro. All right. Fact or fiction? It's an ASC West edition. Here we go.
Oh.
Fact or fiction? The Chargers will have a better record than the Broncos this year.
Chargers will be better than the Broncos. Well, I will vote
Fiction.
fiction on that.
That's
Both
fiction.
have losing records.
I'll just say fiction. This is about Jeff Chops. All right. Last one, and certainly not least. Here we go. Fact or fiction. The Kansas City Royals will find a way to sneak in a playing game spot.
Well, I'm going to have to say this. They're going to have to get hot at the right time, Josh, Justin, and Browning. It's tight. It's like the Royals, every team knows very, very well that since they're fighting for a wild card spot, when they win or lose, they're either going to gain ground and lose ground. Right now, they could end with the winning record, and I hate to say it, Royal fans, but I'm going to probably vote fiction. It's really, really tight. They have to get hot, and a lot of teams have to get cold, especially.
I'm going to say fact.
You still think so, Justin? You think we'll see like a miracle like what we did 2 years ago in 2014 where nobody ever thought the Royals were going to be a playoff team?
Yeah, I get that feeling. I do get that feeling.
Well, it was a surprise. I mean, they shocked a lot of people when they got in there that year, which was actually kind of cool because just to see them finally return playoff baseball to Kansas City, that was missing for a long, long time since the 80s, back when they had George Brett.
All right, let's go to the spoken word. We'll start off with Sean here for the first one.
All right, spoken word goes like this. Have a great weekend, everybody. We're not too far away from football season, 6 days away. Thursday night, Denver, of course, playing, I think it's Carolina, correct? We'll be going over that. I'm excited. I know Justin's excited. Josh excited. Browning is. I mean, this is the time of year that everybody looks forward to. Of course, enjoy college football. I believe there's some
this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend. There's a lot of games for college football. It's back. Top 25 action. And then, of course, enjoy the holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend, because, I have to admit this, it pretty much signals the end of summer after Labor Day, because then it gets to be really, really busy for everybody. And for people going out of town this weekend, please drive safe. Drive safe. Wear your safety belt. And, of course, always be positive, be happy, and never take any negativity from anybody.
All right, Cheerios.
All right. Brownie, you're up next.
All right. My spoken word is it was a good show today. It's a good show. It's always a good show every time. Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday to Friday. It's every weekday besides Wednesdays. Good show every day. And just to let you reminder, next Friday, I won't be here because I'll be at my state softball tournament Bowling Green next weekend.
Okay. All right.
Just to let you know.
Of course, be safe as always. And, of course, next week from today, we'll be talking about 9/11 being 15 years coming up here very shortly in 9 days. How that impacted the sports world.
All right. Justin, you're up next.
Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy college football. Go Noles.
Go Seminoles. There you go. Go Montana Grizz as they play tomorrow.
Who?
Montana Grizzlies. Come on. I grew up in Montana. Hopefully I'll make a chance to get over there. I do like the Seminoles too there, Justin. I got a bowling teammate of mine who's a huge Seminoles fan.
What?
Lastly, we go to Josh. What you got? Oh, jeez. Josh, your spoken word.
Spoken word is be the authentic product that is yourself. Find something to do this weekend. Whether you're working or not, don't come home with a pessimistic attitude. I know not every day is rainbows and butterflies, but your tomorrows are not guaranteed, so try to make the best out of every day you have. That's my spoken word. Happy Labor Day for everybody. We'll be back here on Monday for the debate between Justin and the Walmart boy. Follow Justin at Twitter. I am Justin Hill. Follow Brownie Master at Brownie Master. Give me that discount, my friend. All right. Follow the Walmart boy at Twitter at SeanManASN. while he's looking at his phone right now, looking at new photos. And I am and I'm at Twitter at WC Josh Lopez. Follow us at Twitter at the sports_drive, and we'll be back here on Monday. Peace.
What?